Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about an important issue here today that's impacting the LGBTQ+ community, and that's tobacco use. Joining us now are Sadie Jensen with the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department and Lauren Falconer with Out Nebraska. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
So, Sadie, we'll start with you. What's so important about what people need to know about the LGBTQ+ community and tobacco use?
Yeah, so we know that tobacco use is actually the leading cause of preventable disease, death, and disability in the United States. And in the LGBTQ+ community, the use rate for tobacco is actually 2 to 4 times higher. So we're here with our friends at Out Nebraska to provide cessation resources and education for the community.
And Lauren, why is tobacco use so prevalent in this community?
So the tobacco industry has spent decades specifically advertising to the community. They fund and host events, and they pose as allies to the community. So they specifically advertise to the community. Okay.
So, Sadie, I guess, how does tobacco use impact the LGBTQ+ community in that way?
Yeah, so we know that tobacco use has physical impacts, increased risk of cancer, heart disease, stroke, and respiratory illness. And then there's also some mental health impacts that come along with that as well. People often think that they're coping by using tobacco products when actually it's increasing anxiety and stress.
Mm-hmm. And Lauren, I guess, how would you go about asking somebody, maybe like encouraging them to stop using the tobacco products? Maybe you're seeing a friend or a family or a loved one. I know we all have, that seems to impact pretty much everyone out there, but how would you go about that?
Yeah, so education is really important. So the health department in Out Nebraska hosted a panel last year talking about, the topic was, is tobacco use a social justice issue in the LGBTQ+ community? It featured Scout, the executive director of the LGBT Cancer Network, Abby Swatsworth, the executive director of Out Nebraska, and Sophia Yelkin from the health department.
So I guess the Lancaster, I know we've talked about this issue too with the health department. There's resources available at the health department website as well.
Absolutely. So at the health department website, you can also go to tobaccofreelancastercounty.org. That's our coalition. And then you can also contact the Nebraska Tobacco Quit line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
And it feels pretty good to be a part of a community like this where you're trying to help others, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Well, we're going to have all this up on our website as well, klkntv.com. We'll have a link there to the health department's website so you can get some help if you or a family or a loved one has needs